Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics Cafe by Manjeet Kaur. In this video, we study about class 9th Physics chapter Gravitation. Pressure in fluids. First we know what is fluid. A substance which can flow is called a fluid. Liquid and gases are fluids. A fluid is able to change shape. That means if we put the fluid in any container, it will take the shape of the container. In this diagram, if we put the water in flask, the water take the shape of flask, and if we put the water in beaker and graduated cylinder, water also take the shape of the beaker and graduated cylinder. That means fluid is able to change its shape, and fluid flow from place to place. That means in lake, sea, canals, water flow from one higher end to another lower end. Fluid exert pressure on surfaces. In this diagram, the pressure exert on the surfaces. It may be the top and it may be the bottom of the container. Pressure is lowest at the top of the bucket and pressure is highest at the bottom of the bucket. Now we have definition of buoyancy. The tendency of a fluid to exert an upward force on a body when immersed in a fluid is called a buoyant force or upward thrust. That means किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट को जब हम पानी में रखते हैं तो उसके ऊपर एक अपवर्ड फोर्स एक्ट करता है. उस फोर्स को हम कहते हैं buoyant force और upward thrust. In this diagram we have different type of object. Some objects are sink in water and some objects are float in water. The object sink and float in water, it depends on the density of the object. We have three type of cases. Case number 1, when a body float in water. A body float in water when the density of object is less than the density of the water. In this diagram, the beach ball float in water because it has lower density than water. So that's why buoyant force is greater than the weight of the beach ball. So that beach ball float in water. Now we have case number 2, when a body remain equilibrium in water. A body remain equilibrium in water when the density of the object is equal to the density of the water. It happens when the buoyant force is equal to the weight of the object. So that time the body remain equilibrium in water. Now we have case number 3, when a body sink in water. In this diagram, a heavy weight nail sink in water because the density of the nail is higher than the density of the water. So that's why buoyant force is lower than the weight of the nail. So that nail is sink in water. Now we have definition of Archimedes principle. When a body is immersed fully or partially in a fluid, it experiences an upward force that is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by it. To understand this definition, we take this example. When a man enters in a bathtub, the bathtub is filled with water That time the water displaced when a man enter in this. If we have to know how much water is displaced, we know easily by using Archimedes principle, which say the displaced water's weight is equal to the weight of the man. That means if we know the weight of the man, we easily know how much water displaced from the bathtub. Now we have relative density, which is equals to density of substance upon density of water. This formula is used in numericals. Now we have example. Calculate the hydrostatic pressure exerted by the water at the bottom of the beaker. The depth of the water in the beaker is 45 cm. Height of the water is represented by lowercase b, which is equals to 45 cm. We convert centimeter into meter, then we get 0.45 meter. Acceleration due to gravity, which is represented by lowercase g, is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. We know the density of water, which is represented by rho, which is equals to 1000 kg per meter cube. So we know pressure is equals to B into rho into G. So put the value of height of the water, acceleration due to gravity and density of the water in this formula. We get pressure is equals to 0.45 meter into 9.8 meter per second square into 1000 kg per meter cube. So we get pressure is equals to 4410 Pascal. Pascal is the unit of pressure. So we get the hydrostatic pressure exerted by the water at the bottom of the beaker is 4410 Pascal. We have one more example. The volume of 50 gram of a substance is 20 centimeter cube. If the density of the water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, will the substance float or sink? We know mass is equals to 50 gram, volume of the substance which is equals to 20 centimeter cube. We know density which is equals to mass upon volume. So put the value of mass and volume. We get density of a given substance which is equals to 50 gram upon 20 centimeter cube. So density of a given object is equals to 2.5 gram per centimeter cube. And density of water which is equals to 1 gram per centimeter cube. So we know when the density of substance is greater than the density of water, then the object sink in water. That time buoyancy force is less than the weight of the object. Now we have one more example. The volume of 50 gram sealed packet is 350 centimeter cube. Will the packet sink or float in water if the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube? Solution. Volume of 50 gram packet is equals to 350 centimeter cube. Density of water which is equals to 1 gram per centimeter cube. We know the density of packet which is equals to mass of packet upon volume of packet. So put the value of volume of packet and mass of packet in this formula. We get density of packet which is equals to 50 gram upon 350 centimeter cube, which is equals to 1.428 gram centimeter cube. So density of packet is 1.428 gram per centimeter cube, which is higher than the density of the water, so that substance sink in the water. So the sealed packet will sink in the water because the buoyancy force is lower than the weight of the object. So thank you for watching my video. Like my video and subscribe my channel.